Okay, so we've got mechanism. Here's the skeleton diagram, and here's the main. It looks like you guys ended up working a lot on the skeleton diagram, right? Well, why don't you tell us what you were thinking and where you think the instant centers are located? See what you got. Go ahead.
Yes, I'll go ahead. So we realized that there's, I guess if you look on page 675, we did 1531. We realized that there's a translation here because this, I guess this arm is dragging up this slope of 25 degrees. And we also realized that there was a translation here. So what we did was using on, I guess, this page here. So for the translation, we realized that it's, it's infinite. So we went, I guess, what we just thought was, all right, so it's infinite when it's like this, so we just took it to 25 degrees, and it does the same there. Now there's also one, I guess, horizontal to the vertical translation. And then
So you found two. Oh, okay, go ahead.
Yeah, we just assumed that the vertical shaft was the same as ground since it's stationary.
Right, I agree with that part.
And we IAB is just the regular old center point. It's free to rotate.
It's a revolution, or a revolute, okay.
And then we drew our dotted line to connect them all.
Well, what do the dotted lines, what are those dotted lines, or what is that dotted line supposed to connect?
All the infinite
Instant center.
Well, where are the instant centers? Where is I1A again?
it's the,
Assuming
of the
It'd be
arm.
where the arm rests on that plane. Or
Okay,
the
okay, you
vertical
just
slope.
contradicted yourself, because at first you said that I1A is at infinity, and that's why you've drawn that line there, right? So what that means is that what you said, which is wrong, but it's okay, all right? You said that I1A is at infinity out here, okay? Because you said you had a translation joint here. You don't, but we'll fix that in a minute, okay? You can't say that it's at infinity this way and it's right here. Does that make sense? So this is something I see students do all the time. So I'm not trying to embarrass anybody, right? It doesn't matter. We're all going to make mistakes. So learn from this. Don't trust the geometry. Don't just make lines where you see a link line, for example. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. Okay. There was another group that worked on 31. You guys, come over here and you critique this. What do you think? Yeah. Well, what were your thoughts? What did you do?
I don't know.
Well, what do you think about what's been done over here? Still don't know. Okay.
And I'd
All right.
just say that I would think it's part of this cam slip.
There we
at
go.
the bottom.
Right. How did you figure out that that's a cam pair between this link and the ground? You're right. How did you know?
Well, they slip, so
They slip. Right. So notice that AB moves along kind of like this, right?
Yeah.
So not only is there slipping, there's also rotation while it's slipping. Does that make sense to everybody? So you're right. This is a cam joint down here. That's a second order joint. What are the other pairs?
You have a rotational one here.
Rotational one and
then
Translation.
translation.
It's
Good, right. The other group that worked on this, why don't you guys come on over here and discuss this as well? We'll save the time of going to your diagram. Looks like you've got something pretty similar. You've got a,
I think I did the instance there wrong. I did one of them, I said it was tangent to the bar, but I'm pretty sure it's not.
well, that's fine, that's why we're all doing this. So I've taught this course quite a bit, and I've introduced this topic, in each course, and students always struggle with the same thing. So that's why we're doing this. I'll tell you, this is the first time I've had students come up and draw mechanisms and try to locate the instant centers where the whole class gets to learn and critique what's done. Because I'll be surprised if there's one diagram that's correct everywhere. Just look at it all of them, okay? And that's all right, you're learning. It took me a while at first too, so don't feel bad. Okay? Anyway, now I like something about this line. What do you like about this line? What does anybody like about it? There's something good there. Look at your cam pairs on your sheet.
it's half of it, it just should be a dotted line.
It should be a dotted line, right? Okay, so let's make this a dotted line. And what was important about that dotted line? Do you have a marker somewhere? Can we have that black marker?
It don't sound very good.
It doesn't? Okay, we'll try that. Thank you. What's important about this dotted line? Perpendicular to the plane, that's right. What else? You guys can kind of come around if you want so you can see. There's plenty of room behind the camera. This line indicates something. What did I have you write on your sheet? It's not a tangent line, it's a perpendicular line.
The instant center of the two bodies lies somewhere on that line.
That's right. So there's an instant center between the two bodies. What are the two bodies?
One,
Ground and A, exactly. This is body A, isn't it? Right? Okay. So body one and body A have an instant center on this line somewhere. We don't know where. Okay? We'll find it. We just don't know where it's at yet. But it's good information to have. Now, you guys did a great job right here. You said, you know what? IAB is right there, and I absolutely agree. I don't know why I put 3 lines through the I, but there we go. Okay, so body A is pinned to body B right here, and so that's definitely a revolute joint. Okay. Now, you said I1B. What were you trying to say here?
That's what we were just saying is the translation.
Translation. So where's the instant center between the two?
It's somewhere on this line.
Some infinity.
It's not somewhere, it's at infinity.
Yeah, somewhere in
Okay.
infinity.
See, students confuse the revolute and pin, or I'm sorry, the cam and pin versus the translation, okay? That happens all the time. So you've written the right thing here, you just need at infinity, okay? It's not here, it's not somewhere, it's literally all the way out there, all the way out here forever, okay? That's where it's at. Okay. Good. Have we found all the instant centers? Well, let's find out. You've got a diagram over here. Let's see what how many bodies we've got and if we agree. We've got a body 1, a body A, and a body B. I agree with that. Here's ground, here's body B and A. Notice that's a closed chain. Start from ground, go to B, go to A, back to ground, so it's a closed chain, okay? So I agree that you've only got 3 bodies to deal with, 1, A, and B. I agree that we know where AB is. AB is there. I agree we know where 1B is. You've got 2B.
Yeah.
There's no body
well,
2.
Yeah.
Right, it has to be 1B. And I don't agree that we know where 1A is. We know where 1A is on a line somewhere, right? We don't know exactly where. How do we find exactly where 1A is located?
It's where the 2 dotted lines cross, isn't it?
Right here where the 2 cross? No.
Uh,
That's going back to thinking about the, good try though, thanks for
Where that
speaking up.
dotted line crosses the line that goes to infinity? The,
I think you're on the right track. What are you saying?
Somewhere out here.
yeah,
Okay, you're right. Because look, we know 1A is on this line somewhere, right? We need to connect AB with 1B. Trying to make sure the camera can see it, okay? We need to connect AB with 1B. Where's 1B? It's at infinity. This way and this way. So if, by the Kennedy-Arnhold theorem, I1A is on this line somewhere, right? That's what this diagram says. Connect 1B with AB, and then make that an obvious A. Cancel a common, which is B. 1A then must be on that line. We also know 1A is on this line, so there is I1A. In other words, at this moment in time, we could extend body A to include this point, and we can pin that point to ground for this particular position in this instant in time, because body A is just rotating about that point. Make sense? So you guys had a couple good things, couple things messed up, that's okay. We're learning, that's good. All right, good job. Who's next?
so the next.
Over there? All right, let me pause the camera and move it.